Hey, Mitch.
Oh, hi, Ed. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic. I'm so excited. We're talking about Predator. I've got my jungle greens on. I've got my Shane Black glasses.
Yeah.
There's all those quotes. Get me to the chopper. Get to the chopper. And
Yeah, you,
if it
you,
if it
you,
bleeds, and oh, I ain't got time to bleed. And
yeah, yeah,
it's
you're,
based.
you're one
It's
ugly mother
Yeah,
humper.
okay, all right, all right. We
Yeah.
well, I want to be accurate because it's based on a true story. So that's why I'm
Oh,
sort of
Ed, no,
taking.
it's not. I tell you this all the time. You watch too many movies. It's fiction. It's fantasy.
No, no, it's
It
based on
was
a
a
true
movie.
story. I believe it.
No, it's not. There's no aliens, Ed. There's no
Uh,
predator.
if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yeah, I heard you the first time, Ed. It's a cool line, but it's
If
not
it
as good as the movies.
if it
What?
bleeds, we can kill it.
It's behind me, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Woof. That was
Oh,
close.
Do it. Come on. Come on.
hi, this is Ed Dollister.
And this is Mitch Dutch Halleck.
I thought you were going to go there. And welcome to another exciting episode of Mitch and Ed's Excellent Adventure. If it's your first time here, thanks for stopping by. If you are a regular viewer, thanks for coming back. Before we start today's journey into the jungles of Central America, can you tell us a little bit about what we do here?
Oh, Ed, to subscribe to the Mitch and Ed's Excellent Adventure is easy as getting to the choppa before a nuclear bomb blows up. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button below, and you will come along with me and Ed as we go back to the choppa into the past looking for TV, movies, and more right here on Mitch and Ed's Excellent Adventure. And hit that like button because it makes our algorithms go up. It makes us feel all warm and gushy inside.
It does. It does. Don't you love it when your algorithms go up? So, what
Oh,
we are talking a little bit about Predator and 10 things that you probably don't know about Predator from
okay.
1987. I watched it again last night just as a bit of a refresher. And it is one of these fantastic action movies from the 80s. It's got such a killer cast,
Yeah.
got some
Yeah.
great visual effects, a great score. Did you see it in the movies when it came out?
I did see it in the movies. I saw it with my friend Mike Damone. We worked at Milford Highlight, and he was a big Schwarzenegger. He was in, physical fit, bodybuilding. I was into science fiction. So it was a marriage made in heaven. And we went down to the Milford Cineplex, it was. Yeah, I think that's where it was. And the seats were horrible, but the movie was good. And we sat there and watched Conan the Barbarian team up with Apollo Creed and go
Yes.
monster hunting.
Yep, and it's a great fun film. It's sort of a bit tongue in cheek.
Hmm.
It's larger than life. The characters are all larger than life. I remember seeing this in the movies in a packed cinema, and everyone was just cheering. In the good
Yeah.
old days when people
Oh
would
yeah,
actually
when people
cheer
would
in
cheer in
movies and things
theaters,
like that.
I miss those days. Yeah.
And because we always do, we go to our a review book, but our original one only goes up to 1982. So I've got out the Leonard
Leonard
Maltin.
Maltin. There you go. The Bible of movie reviews by
That's
the
right. Now
man.
this is ridiculously small. The print in this one, as you can see. Look at that.
That's
It's
all right. My eyes are pretty big.
good. Well, let's have a look what Leonard Maltin says about Predator. Directed by John McTiernan, who of course directed
Oh, Hunt for Red October
and Die Hard,
and Die Hard.
which is
Yeah.
pretty good. So that's there.
Wait, did he do Red October? Yeah, didn't he?
Mm.
Whatever. He definitely
Well,
did Die Hard, which is one
yes.
of our
Well,
other shows. So,
yes, it is. We'll fact check you, but Arnold Schwarzenegger, Carl Weathers, Elpidia Carrillo, Bill Duke, Jesse, the Body
and
Ventura,
sure, yeah,
Sonny Landham, Shane Black, and Kevin Peter Hall as well, mostly as the Predator. Of course, he
as a
wasn't the
predator.
first
Yeah,
choice, but we'll talk
yeah.
about that. So, Schwarzenegger and his super SWAT team for hire are assigned by the US to a delicate rescue mission in South America. But Arnold and his men soon find themselves battling a faceless, ferocious enemy that's picking them off one by one. Solid, suspenseful action film that takes time getting started, but emerges a grabber.
Ooh, grabber. What are they
Followed
grabbing?
by a sequel, three
Yeah, with Danny
stars.
Glover. Yeah. Oh, 3 stars for the first one?
Yes.
No. Out of 5? No,
Yep.
it was at least a 4.
I would
Come on.
say it is a 4. In fact,
Yeah,
and Predator 2 is underrated. I quite like
it
that.
is.
In fact,
It is a good one too.
I've actually worked with Danny Glover in some scenes in a short film. I played a hologram and he was in the scenes. So there you
Now,
go.
did what if I ever get him for Terrificon, Connecticut's #1 Comic Con, would he know that? He
During when he
probably
was
was
doing
like
that.
Australia.
It was all done green. It was green screen
Oh, wow.
sort of
Yeah.
thing, you
Just
know.
like this show.
I was involved in that anyway.
Okay.
But
Well,
we alluded to
we
you
should
know,
review that movie one day.
which one?
The one you were in with Danny Glover.
Oh, I could the ninja.
And then we could review the one I was in with George Siegel and Danny Masterson. Okay, but go
Oh,
on.
okay, yeah. Let's move on from that.
We don't talk
So,
about that.
did you know? You
Yes.
probably did that Kevin Peter Hall, who was I remember him from the TV show Misfits of Science.
Yeah, the big tall
Um,
fella. Yeah.
yeah, but he was also he was 7'2". He played
Yes.
also um Harry in Harry and
And
the
Harry and the
Hendersons.
Hendersons. Yeah. Yeah.
And he played a few other like men in creature
Yeah.
suits
Because
because of his height.
passed away young, didn't he?
He did, unfortunately. He died from AIDS-related pneumonia
Oh.
due to a blood
Oh.
transfusion.
When was
Uh,
that? Back in the
that was
80s?
like in 92. So he was only
Oh,
like in his early
okay. I
30s,
yeah.
unfortunately. But he played the Predator in Predator and in Predator 2.
Hmm.
And he was not the first choice. They actually had Jean-Claude Van Damme, who was only,
No.
yes,
Really? Oh.
he was 5'9", and
Yeah.
the original design of the Predator was more like almost like a dog. It was very agile, and they got Jean-Claude Van Damme to play it as because he was, obviously a
Yeah,
martial
yeah, yeah, yeah.
artist and
Yeah.
quite agile. However, the problem was the suit really was a bit more restrictive than they expected, and he couldn't move around as much. It was very hot there as
I
well.
didn't know that.
And
Did not know.
when he realized that you wouldn't see his face,
Hmm.
he sort of quit.
Got out of it.
He
Yeah.
got out of it. So what they ended up having to do is go, what do we do? So they closed down production for a little while. They got on board Stan Winston. So Stan
Hmm.
Winston did a design. And apparently what happened on the plane over, he was Stan Winston was with James Cameron, and they were talking about designs and things like that. And James Cameron said, I always wanted to see a creature with mandibles.
Yeah.
Stan Winston goes, oh, okay. And that's what he designed and ended up coming up with the iconic look of the Predator.
Yeah, they have a name though, the alien race though, the predator race.
I
Is it-
don't even know what that is.
No, I don't know either, but when I talk about it at the comic book shop, the folks there know like the race of the predator race is called such and such, and maybe
I'm sure
you
they
can
are. And
put the
of
name
course,
down there, but I was like, "Oh, I didn't know."
yeah, there's so much lore. I mean, back in our day, there was Predator, Predator 2,
And you
and
read
then
the
they
adaptations
did the
by
Predator. Sorry?
yeah, you read the Alan Dean Foster adaptation. There
Yes.
was a Dark Horse comic book. We could talk
Yes.
about that because I know about that, but that was it. But these people since then, there's been video games, there's been TV movies, there's been an animated thing. So can go down, but we're talking about the original here. But there is a whole history backstory behind the Predator homeworld, Aliens versus Predator movies too.
Yes. Now, they filmed actually not in well, they filmed in Mexico.
Oh,
Now, look, okay, I'm pretty good with world geography and everything like
yeah.
that, but I had no idea Mexico had that sort of scenery in it.
I thought it was in New Haven where everything is from, but no,
Of
you're
course you
right.
did.
Or it could have been Hawaii because usually they use Hawaii for jungles, and you're like,
Yeah,
okay.
tropical jungles, but that almost killed everyone practically because of the heat, the
Well,
leeches.
and
I know they
the
had food poisoning
yeah,
because where they were staying, I think only the director John McTiernan and Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't get sick because of all the because of the food.
right.
So they ended up losing a lot of weight in there. But the other thing is, all the guys, what they were very competitive, and they
Mm,
were trying to outdo themselves size wise with regards
yeah,
to
yeah.
their muscles because they were working out at crazy times to try and make sure that each was bulkier than the rest.
Steroids were a big thing in the 80s too. That's another thing. So,
Well, possibly, but these guys, I think, were all natural, trying to do that.
right.
And of course, that meme, well, it became a meme where where Carl Weathers and Arnold Schwarzenegger meet for the first time and try and outdo like we would with
Like,
our
yeah, we do.
muscles.
Those guns. Yeah.
Yes, I had to digitally tune mine down just to make it a bit
Yeah,
fair.
I know. I didn't want to upset.
I
upset.
understand. I understand. So that is quite funny. That's quite the meme. In fact, I'll put a one up now so we can see it. In fact, they might turn up right if we lean over to the other side. They might end no lean over to the other side. I'll put him right in there. It's like they're here. Arnie, Carl.
Hey, what are
God
you
bless
guys
you.
doing here? Yeah. How much did that cost us?
Oh,
And Carl's
that was all
dead.
27.95.
And he's dead, so that was a bigger paycheck.
That was,
But
it
I
was.
digress. So what's the second fact or
Well,
third?
that was
Actually,
like the third and the fourth fact.
well, all right, okay. Who's counting?
I know no one's
Obviously
counting.
not me.
No,
Go
that's
on.
did
What
you
happened next?
how they
Dad?
what they use for the predator's sound, the voice?
Oh, it sounds like me at 3 in the morning. That ratchet sound. That I don't know
Yeah.
what was a chicken.
No, it was a dolphin.
Okay, I was gonna say it needed to have that like.
So they added a dolphin, and also who did the vocalizations for it? Who do you
Was
think?
it Fred Welker?
No, you would think it would have been Fred
He
Welker,
did
but
every.
no.
Was it D. Bradley Baker?
No, that's probably a bit before his time.
Okay, who was it?
Think robots in disguise.
Peter.
No, Peter Cullen,
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. That's good. Yeah,
the
Peter
voice
Cullen.
of Optimus Prime. So
Right, right. And the other guy.
did you know any other top any
Did
facts?
I?
Yeah.
Why? We're at a 10 already?
No, okay, all
No,
right, all
I was
right.
gonna say if you want, I'll make some
Okay,
stuff
so
up
I've
too.
got I was alluding in the opening to Shane Black.
I do know some of the there. Okay, but you go ahead.
Okay, I'll just talk about Shane Black. So Shane
Yes,
Black in the cast, he was playing sort of the nerd, the first person who gets on the team who gets killed by the
yes,
predator. He's actually a screenwriter who ended up
yes.
he was on the Lethal Weapons and also on
And he wrote and directed Predators,
yes, later
which is a
on.
sequel. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
they actually hired him to be in the film so he could actually like script doctor the script.
Yeah, on the set. Yeah, yeah.
But he didn't want to.
Oh, I didn't know
So he
that.
didn't.
Oh,
And
well,
actually another fact was he wanted to he didn't like the glasses that he was wearing because they weren't
yeah.
like proper
Description.
issue for that sort of army team. There's
Yeah.
special glasses that you can get. But the director wanted him to look as nerdy as possible.
So,
So he gave him the big nerd glasses.
I was gonna say there's no glass in them because that happens
No,
sometimes. I'm
there
sure.
are, but I don't know. That's the same with they reminded me of also Bruce Boxleitner in Tron. Yeah, he rocked these
Yeah,
glasses.
yeah, yeah, they're a little intellectual. Not like Sean Connery's rimless glasses because they didn't want to cover his, eyebrows and stuff. But
Yes,
anyway.
that's why you
Well,
don't
no, I
wear
was
it.
gonna say Shane Black is reading some comic books in this movie.
He is. There was now. I can't remember which one it is.
But you can buy them at your shop, I bet you.
You
Shameless
probably
plug.
could. They're probably like a 50 cent Bronze
Yeah,
Age,
they're on their
one.
way to
So
Australia now from America with love.
that's right. That's right.
Sure.
Did you know? Oh wow,
Yes.
we're running
You
out of
better hurry
time.
this up, buddy. We're running out
I
of
know.
time.
Did you know
Get
that
to the chopper. Get to the end.
Arnold Schwarzenegger almost didn't want to do it because he just was doing Commando.
Yeah, and then Raw Deal too, which is another one. They all came out around the same time.
And because that was set in the jungle, and it was originally going to be just him and the predator, and they
Right.
decided he was going, no, let's have a team around it, and I think it
Mhm.
works really good. They really do establish the characters, I think,
Yeah.
really
The
really
different
well, and you do.
personalities and stuff. And Billy, who's the big fellow there. I think did Billy just pass away?
He has passed away, yes, but
Yeah. Yeah.
as a tracker, and his character actually was sort of inspiration for, even though it's a sequel, but it's a prequel, Prey that they did, which was
Oh,
set. Yeah,
they tied that together?
Yep.
I did not know that. Now, I was going to tell you, well, if we're done with the movie, I can give you some comic book history.
The
How
only
much
other
more?
thing, I think we're almost up to 10. The
Go ahead.
blood, Predator's blood.
Was real.
It was. No, it was glow sticks combined with
Oh.
KY jelly.
Oh, the predator blood. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 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 yeah. I was gonna say when they showed him when he skinned the troop and he hung him up in the trees
Oh,
and stuff,
yes.
those were real like cow guts and stuff. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
those were
It
real
looks
bodies.
oh, and in on Disney, it's on Disney Plus here.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
on in 4K. It looks
Hmm.
pretty gruesome, I've got to say.
And then he covers himself with the mud and then he
Yes.
blows up the bomb. That always freaked me out that he had this little nuke bomb go off. But in the comic book sequel, not this movie sequel, in the comic book sequel, they have his brother who is a police officer as well. And then they go, "Hey, what happened to your brother? He went missing after this mission down in South America."
Mhm.
And then it goes into the whole Predator bit. And then the Predator comes looking for him because he's the brother. But then they had so many sequels, just like they did Alien in the Dark Horse comic book for
Yes.
years. And then they actually had a mashup where Alien versus Predator in the comics long before the movies did.
Yes.
And now, since Marvel is owned by Disney, which also owns Fox, you have comic books coming out all the time. Wolverine versus Predator, Predator versus the Marvel Universe, Spider-Man versus Predator, and it's just a never-ending franchise. And I was gonna say there's a lot of cool toys that came out for this in the 90s. I mean, now there's like NECA ones and,
Yes.
probably really cool looking ones, but I remember there was a whole line of Predator things, just like
Yep.
they had aliens back in the day.
And they just released the Pinball Brothers just released a pinball called based on Predator, the
Oh,
very first film, and it still goes today with Predator Badlands, the movie
the
that
new one.
is just out, which apparently is really quite good.
It is really well. My friend Jerry Ordway saw it and he said it was very well done. I
Yeah,
did not.
so I think it's a bit more not a family friendly
No,
Predator,
no.
but it's a
But
bit
they
more.
come No, but they've merged the alien universe into that
Yes,
because the droid or robot or replicant that he has
yes.
on his back is from the how do you, I
Wayland
never
Yutani.
Wayland Yutani droid. So they're
Okay.
they're crossing over. And I always think Blade Runner's going to come in there once because I know they mentioned the Tyrell Corporation at one point. I think it's all part of the
They should.
future.
It all makes sense. Same with Outland.
Outland
That
is
looks.
definitely up there, which is another one of our
It
shows,
is.
actually.
It is indeed. So I think that's all the facts that I had. Well, I've got to say one thing that was hard to do because obviously, the Predators they had that really cool sort of cloaking effect, which they had to
Yes.
do. They had to do old school. This
Yeah.
was 1987, but they found it hard to do the heat sensing
Mm.
thing because
Yeah,
in
the
the jungle
infrared. Yeah.
everything's
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I was going to say real quick. I know I said the comic books do the Alien Predator, but in Predator 2, they kind of open the door with an Easter egg in the back of the Predator ship when Danny Glover goes on board. You see all the trophies they've collected over the years,
That's right.
and there's a xenomorph alien skull in the
I do
background. So
remember
that
seeing that.
that was the thing we were all like, "Oh, look at that! That's going to be awesome!" So
Yes. And look, Predator 2, it's quite a different film. They did want to get Arnold Schwarzenegger back, but I
didn't
think it was
happen.
they couldn't afford him or something like
Yeah.
that.
You know what
Um,
always freaked me out is the bald fellow who takes the razor blade when he's
oh,
nervous and
yes.
he's
I
shaving his
almost
head.
had my razor blade and there, yeah, and then
Yeah.
but he's shaving, but there's nothing to
There's
shave.
nothing. I was always like, "Ooh, that hurts me more than watching the Predator rip people's heads off." I'm like, "Oh God, that's gotta hurt."
Yeah, I've got to say,
Razor.
it's pretty violent. And here in Australia, it's
Oh
only
yeah.
rated M. I can't believe that it's not. I would have thought it
No, it
would
was
at
rated
least be
R here,
MA.
which is 17 and older. Yeah,
All right. So rated M here is I think 15 plus.
that's like a Disney picture.
That's right. Oh, okay. There you go.
Well, it's highly recommended. If you didn't learn a lot from us, go watch the movie. You
Yes.
probably know more than me and Ed, which
I
happens
know,
all.
I know. But it was always good to revisit. And you know what else is good to revisit, Mitch?
Us when you're not dying on
That's
camera,
correct. Let me just
sure.
take a swig of my
Oh God. Oh, Ed, if you were going to ask me what else can people do to learn more about Mitch and Ed's Excellent Adventure, I would tell you it's as easy as covering yourself up with mud so no one sees how hot-blooded you really are. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button below. You can come along with me and Ed as we go on the chop and we fly off into the distance looking for Carl Weathers and the rest of the gang right here on YouTube, right here for free, right here all day long waiting for you to watch us. Please watch us. Please go back. Click, watch 30 seconds so we get a view. Come on. Help a brother
Yeah,
out.
that's
Come
right.
on.
Especially, like and subscribe if you do. And
This is
we really
yeah.
appreciate it.
We
We are free,
monetize this
remember?
stuff.
We're
We got
free.
enough
We
money
don't
to
have
buy.
any Patreons or anything like
No,
that.
if we get enough money, we could buy a slice of pizza at the end of the year. Come on, man.
That would be good. That would be good.
One slice. I get
Yeah,
the crust, you get the
oh,
cheese.
thanks. I appreciate that. Those
Yeah.
those New York slices of pizza are like,
Oh,
the
they're
size
like
of
the,
a
it's
size
like
of a
a
small house here in
sailboat.
Australia.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Well, there's a reason why.
I know. Well, so anyway, signing off. This is Ed Dollister,
And this is Mitch Halleck, you ugly son of a.
and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.